With Nick and Big J. Welcome to Wednesday. It is the 17th day of December 2025. My name, well, that would be Nick. Sitting across from me is radio's Big J. Hey, Big J.
Hey, man.
Happy Wednesday to you, sir.
Yeah.
And listen, the wind is a whistling outside. Did you see how windy it was?
I did not notice that this morning on my way, just the rain.
Oh, yeah, it's raining. But there's a high winds warning. It's plastered all over the overpasses and the freeway. So if you're driving a high-profile vehicle, be careful.
Yeah, it's scary.
Don't need any of that going on. But maybe take in a little bit extra breath or two as you head on into work, and then brave the day as you are in the middle of the week. Big J, almost a full calendar week before Christmas. Tomorrow will be 1 week away. Are you ready?
No.
Oh, no. What do you have to do?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
You know you're not ready, but you don't know what you have to do.
Yeah, I mean, this year has been, I think, basically just because of the trip earlier with Thanksgiving, just throwing things askew. I know Kylie's grandma's coming into town next week, so she'll be in town. We'll be doing stuff, so.
Staying at the Big J abode?
I'm not sure.
Oh, no.
Maybe not. No, I mean, she doesn't know either.
Oh, okay. I mean, she might, right?
No, we talked about it.
Okay.
We don't know if she's staying with us or with her son.
Got it. But you know you're going to have to put in some family time for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to happen with the grandmother in town. Nothing wrong with that. Hopefully it's a fantastic time. But you just don't know what the extent of preparations are for that.
And then I'm like, next week, I'm like, man, I'm out of it. So it's all their problem. I'm busy.
You got stuff to do, dude.
You got a lot of stuff to do.
You don't have time for this Christmas BS. So hopefully you've got it all figured out. What's on today's show agenda? Well, Big J's got a movie review for us. He sat down and enjoyed the movie Caught Stealing. Well, I put the word enjoyed in there. I have no idea how Big J felt about the movie. We'll find out about that together before we hit the 7 o'clock hour this morning. We are smack dab in the middle of Offspring for Xmas, Big J. Every day, twice a day, we have a pair of tickets to go check out the Offspring and Bad Religion playing at the Ford Idaho Center Arena coming up on January 19th. That also almost a month away. And so we have your hookup to go check out that show, which is going to be, just listen, straight up fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just going to be a good time. And so we have that on the agenda as well. We also have a chance for you to go to hell with us. We have a run of headlines, all part of the fun. And we're going to send somebody to Winter Garden Aglow and to some AMA Arena Cross that's happening this weekend. So we have lots of plans that we're going to help you with. All of that in a span of a couple hours, Big J. Where do we find the time?
I don't know. It's a great question.
Well, we're going to make it happen. And we're going to play music while we do it, such as Nirvana. Kicking things off on the morning after on the X.
What's going on in the news today?
The morning after with Nick and Big J.
Important stuff is brought to you by T-Mazda and the Pre-Owned Superstore. Getting financed at T-Mazda even easier thanks to GoTeamCredit.com. Everybody gets pre-approved. Not a single effect on your credit. God, it feels pretty good. Why don't you log on to GoTeamCredit.com today and see what you can get pre-approved for. Big J, do you mind talking strategy for just a second?
Sure, what kind?
When it comes to winning the Powerball, because tonight's estimated jackpot for the Powerball has surged to $1.25 billion. Now, that offers up a cash option of $572.1 million cash. It is the second largest Powerball prize of the year, and only the second time in the game's history with back-to-back billion-dollar jackpots. Now, no ticket matched, all six numbers drawn on Monday, so odds of winning are about 1 in 292 million, but there's a chance, Big J. Of course, there always is.
Well, yeah, somebody's got to win.
Do you increase your strategy when the jackpot is this high, or do you stay the course and do what you've always done?
Well, doing what I've always done hasn't gotten me anywhere.
This is true.
But just buy a ticket every day.
Okay. So nothing changes. This is your standard Powerball play is you do one a day every day and hopefully one of them hits, right?
Yep.
And so there is no changes. Like I know you used to get excited when it crossed over the billion, but you'd be happy with 4 or 5 million, let alone 572, right?
Yeah. Or at this point, I'll take a couple 100,000.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty desperate.
So you're not even hoping for the jackpot. I mean, you're
would
not going
love
to say
the
no.
jackpot, yeah.
But you're like, listen, I'll just grab 6 numbers and no need for the Powerball here. Let's just try to get Big J a little cash in his coffers, right?
Exactly.
So we'll see what ends up happening. I didn't know if it hits a certain threshold. Do you like go to different spots or try different things or pool your money with other people to get tickets from other locations? I don't know if there's additional strategy plays in the mix here, but it doesn't sound like there are.
No, I know. Weird, right?
You just do the Big J stuff and see if it happens.
You
But
get lucky.
it does seem you're kind of frustrated with not having scored anything, at least not yet.
Yeah.
But not enough to change it up.
$5 here and there. I mean, no.
Okay.
I mean, it's the lottery.
No, I understand.
It's not like there's an actual chance. I mean, the chance of you winning is so.
Of course. But you know that there are people that go to different places that hit up different ways or put together different pools to see if they can increase their odds when it gets this big. Because the odds shrink when the jackpot is this large because more people play, more tickets are sold. So the odds, strangely enough, are increased depending on how many that you have. But I was wondering if there was a play in there at all. But there's not, and that's okay. That's your thing.
Yeah.
I was just wondering. But you seem, my point is you were upset that you haven't won anything, but you do the same stuff. It's like the definition of insanity.
Yeah, but it's the lottery.
I
It doesn't
understand.
apply.
I understand.
Doesn't make
Well, of
any
course.
sense.
I think people would disagree with that. I think it does. It can make sense. If what you're doing isn't working, changing it up
It's
is not.
the lottery.
It doesn't-
There's no guarantee it's ever going to work no matter what you do.
of
You're
course.
making no logical sense.
No, it does. I'm just saying, like, all I'm wondering is if it gets to a particular point where you're like, listen, instead of one a day, I'm going to grab 2 a day. Or instead of
then
going
you're just
to this
wasting
place.
your money
I'm
at
going
that
to,
point.
Well, listen, one would argue
I'm
you've been doing
buying a
that so
ticket
far.
to get myself into the if luck happens, here it is.
All right, listen. I want you to win.
When it comes to like scratchers, it's a different thing. There's a strategy there that you can apply that is enormous and very busy, and it works.
Sure.
But you can't do that with the
Fair enough.
Powerball.
I wish you the best of luck. The return of Phillip Rivers on Sunday didn't just put Rivers in the sports world spotlight, Big J. It did the unthinkable. It gave him 5 more years of NFL health insurance. Isn't that nice?
It's wild.
That could come in handy, Big J, because as you know, he's got 10 kids, and that's a lot of wellness checks. But also, I mean, that gets him insured until he's like 52 years old. Not really, but I mean, it
More
does.
importantly, his 11 kids.
10. I just said he has 10 kids.
I thought he had 11.
No, he's got
Oh, he's
10.
got a grandkid.
Yes, he has
So
a
there's
grandkid.
11.
But I don't think your grandkid can go on your insurance.
Well, we
Unless
don't
it-
know their kind of insurance.
Unless the NFL
Like
has a
that.
very interesting
I
insurance
think it's
package.
probably pretty good.
But I have yet to see an insurance package that'll let you put your grandkids, unless you're obviously, taking care of them. That's not something that's probably going to happen. I think Phillip Rivers is probably not in, the parental role for that grandchild. I don't know, but I'm not thinking he is. Big J, I have bad news if you have watched the Netflix series Boots. Despite it being one of the highest audience-rated series of the year, Netflix has canceled it after one season. The military drama starred Miles Heiser and Vera Farmiga, and it was the final series from late producer Norman Lear, Big J. Boots holds a 90% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, a 90% audience rating as well. It is based on a memoir, The Pink Marine, and the 8-episode series followed a recruit navigating the Marine Corps in the 1990s, and people apparently loved it, but not enough to watch it enough that Netflix said, let's keep it going. So I am sorry if you enjoyed the TV series Boots. It will not be back for season 2.
Never seen it.
Well, it was a brand new series, and you usually don't jump on things that are brand new. It's got to be around for a while, unless it's on CBS, of course. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your important stuff. It is the X Rocks. That is Pearl Jam. That is Daughter here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. Sometimes it's interesting how things work in the world of finances and what's deemed a successful thing or what's good to invest in. Because I think on the whole, if you were to talk to Americans, and I think most people, I don't know if most people feel that way, but I certainly think there is some sort of pause when it comes to self-driving vehicles, right?
Sure, yeah.
It creeps some people out. Some people don't like it. Other people are fascinated by it. But I do think there is some significant pushback in seeing that and having that, especially in the world of like Waymos and Ubers and things where you just like call for rideshare stuff, right?
Yeah.
You've seen Waymo kind of roll out in a couple of towns, and even though there's been limited amount of accidents because of it. Every time there is a single one, it makes gigantic headlines, which probably is a little bit disproportionate than it should. But also the fact that, there's just been, I don't know if they feel like it's been as popular as they thought it was going to be, which is why they've only rolled out in a few cities. So, Big J, despite the pushback, why is Barclays Bank saying that investing in driverless ride shares like Uber and Waymo in the future and investing millions of dollars of their own money into it is the way to go? And it's because it has an interesting ally that's also shoveling money into that particular kind of like area at a ridiculous rate, and that is alcohol companies, Big J. They are investing heavily in Uber and Waymo right now because there was a piece of data that rolled out courtesy of Barclays Bank that says that driverless taxis will spark a $42 billion boom in U.S. alcohol sales over the next decade. They believe that these make it easier and safer for people to drink without worrying about driving home and having to deal with other people. And so they think that it's going to be a huge boon for the alcohol industry. So the alcohol makers are getting in early and investing in these things, so much so that Waymo now has enough money to expand their operations to at least 8 more metro U.S. areas by the end of next year. And Barclays believes that because of these investments and the expansion of the business, robotaxi demand will grow 10 to 15% each year, which will lead to fewer DUIs, cheaper rides, more spontaneous plans to go bar hopping, which of course will lead more money spent on booze. And the alcohol companies here in the U.S. love that news. I don't think that that's the case.
Like, well, it depends on their plan to change the narrative. At least taxi cabs have been around a long time.
Yeah, Ubers too.
Yeah, that hasn't changed people. And we say it all the time, especially when celebrities and athletes and things like that get pulled over, get arrested for DUI. They're like, if anybody, they can afford a car service, taxi, Uber, all of that. They can do all of that, even have a damn private driver, and they choose not to. They choose to drink, think they're okay, and they get arrested or hurt somebody.
Yeah. And so, unless you can show me data that Uber and any kind of rideshare activity has also increased, but I've heard the alcohol sales are in the tank right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I heard it's not doing well. Alcohol sales are down. Beer sales are down in the last couple of years just because people are trying to be a little bit healthier. Also, they're not drinking as much. And so all of this becomes, I don't think that this is the magic bullet that's going to increase alcohol sales through the roof. But they're betting on it, and they're hoping that it is. But it is interesting to see how, one study can make all these companies invest into this business that I think, as to at least up to now, has kind of been not as successful as they thought it was going to be. But they get this information. They're like, well, let's make it happen and see what happens. And I don't know if we are going to embrace it like they wanted to. I don't have any problem with auto-driving cars. I've been in one. I have zero issue with it. But I don't think I will go, wow, since there's more of them, I'm going to go out and get hammered tonight. I don't think that's going to play a role in my decision-making process, but it may for some. I don't know. I just don't think it would enough to make a impact in the overall business model of a business. But then again, Big J, I am not a high-dollar investor in anything except for your time and your friendship. Morning After with Nick and Big J. Big J watched a movie last night. Let's find out how it was. That's going to happen next on the X-Rocks. Hey, that is Basket Case. It's the Morning After with Nick and Big J. Yesterday, right around this time, you guys selected a movie to watch for Big J on Netflix. That movie is the latest by auteur Darren Aronofsky, and Big J watched Caught Stealing. And here he is to report on it. Big J, your thoughts, please.
Yeah, you want to hear the good news or the bad news first?
Well, let's go with the bad news.
The bad news is this movie also restricted on Netflix.
God
so,
damn it.
I kind of want to just delete and uninstall and cancel Netflix.
Here's what's really frustrating is there's no indication for which ones are. But what movies can you watch on Netflix?
Great
Netflix
question.
original films?
I'm not gonna go through and find out at this point. But I rented it because I did want to see this. This got a theatrical release. I saw the trailer several times when we were doing Morning After the movies. So I thought we better do this. And Darren Aronofsky. So you know it's gonna be dark, right? This is it's a I'm guessing you can call it a black comedy in certain respects, where there's just it's a darker kind of plot, but there are some funny moments in this. And it stars Austin Butler. You've got Regina King in here. It's fantastic. Zoe Kravitz is great. You've got Matt Smith, who's one of the doctors for Doctor Who, Nick.
Nice.
So great cast. And the cast and their performances helps go a long way here. Oh, by the way, you also have, they're not in here in the list, but Liv Schreiber and Vincent D'Onofrio as the Druggers. And of course, you have, but I kind of the main point of the story here is a guy at the wrong place at the wrong time. He lives in an apartment building, and what you find out about Austin's Butler's character Hank is that he was a up and coming baseball player. Something happened to him, and now he's living in 90s New York. By the way, it's a period piece, so it's set in the 90s. He's a huge baseball fan. He was going to play baseball, wanted to be professionally, was going to get drafted, but something happened to him. And so throughout the movie, we kind of find out what that was all about. But his, not roommate, but next door neighbor is involved in the criminal element, and he is headed out of town, and he asks him to take care of his cat. He doesn't like cats, but he ends up doing it anyways. And then he gets involved in this situation where you have the unfolding of violence against him. I mean, the dude loses a kidney. There's Russian mafia in here, and then there's Hasidic Jewish dudes who are badasses, and so you just have this crime thing unfolding, and so there are points of some extreme violence, and then some just kind of his character is frustrating in a lot of regards. Nick, he just doesn't seem to be quite with it in some regards, but he kind of pulls it off in the end. A lot of bad stuff happens, and there's some interesting stuff. The action sequences are really good. It looks beautiful. You're always going to get that from Darren Aronofsky. Or Darren Aronofsky. So I'm gonna approve this movie. It's got its good points. I didn't care for the ending necessarily, but there's enough good to outweigh the bad, I think.
All right. I mean, listen, it's definitely an all-star cast, right?
Yes.
There's no doubt about it. Like, everywhere you turn, it's that guy. Even, like, you get to the end of the movie and go, oh, my God, even the dude that I didn't think was that guy isn't that guy. Like, there's a role in this movie where the bar owner is played by a very famous actor, and I had no idea until the very end.
Mike Francesco.
No, it's Griffin Dunn. And I was like, oh, my God, that's Griffin Dunn. I didn't realize it because he's all old, and he's got this crazy-ass mustache, and I was like, damn, that's Griffin Dunn. He looks like... I mean, I know he's old, but I had no idea that was him.
I swear to God, at first when I saw him, I thought that he was Muncie. You know our friend Muncie?
Yeah.
Total New Yorker guy. I mean, I thought that's him, but he owns a bar instead of like a marketing company.
Just doing rails on the bar. Of course, and then but it feels like a Pulp Fiction, but like told in order, like not told out of order.
There was some, I felt some Guy Ritchie-ness a little bit here in some regard.
Totally.
So I like that. And so that's why I think but the overall story, it's, it's pretty typical.
Yeah. But you're right, though. Hank is a tough guy to root for because he makes the wrong decision every chance he can get.
Every time.
Yeah. But he also can't stop getting screwed over when he does make the right decision. So it's like, I guess you can't necessarily blame him.
Yeah.
But it is tough to go, God, what does this guy do right? And like, you want him to do well, but every time he does it, somebody else in his life ends up paying the price for it. It's just
when you think like, he's getting things figured out. No. There's more trouble.
No.
So if you're into that, then check it out. Not bad.
I doubt that you did, Big J, but did you stay through? There's a post-credit scene, but did you stay through the credits?
No.
Okay. I don't know if you can go back and watch. It's literally the craziest closing credit sequence I've ever seen. That also makes zero sense in the framing of the film. Like right after the film ends, there's because the cat plays a big part of the movie, obviously. There's this animated cat thing that happens, which is very weird because it's very much totally not what's going on in the movie. And then at the end, all of the credits start like flipping around and doing really weird things in the screen. And I was captivated by it, but I was like, what the hell does this have to do with the movie? What a weird thing to choose.
You were captivated.
I was captivated. I was like, that's a weird... the ending was already weird, and then you tack on this additional weird stuff, and it was very strange. Although it did feel like... I don't know if this is Darren's cat, but the movie felt like a love letter to that cat.
Yeah, but it also bothered the hell out of me because
yes, there's definitely
there's a little bit of minor violence we really don't see to the cat,
but there is human on cat violence.
Yeah, and I was like, I really wanted some retribution and never got it really.
No. Well, kind of. I mean, it didn't work out for those characters.
No, but I mean, not in a direct kind of way. Like,
But Caught Stealing is approved.
yeah, proof.
You are going to have a commercial-free subscription to Netflix, apparently, to check this out on
Lame.
Netflix. But it's also available for rent. I'm sorry this movie cost you money. I will officially take Netflix out of the rotation for possibilities
Well,
for
I hate
streaming.
that
down.
because-
Well, I just don't know, and I can't know
Yeah.
what one works for you and what one does. Morning After with Nick and Big J. Coming up in a few minutes, some important stuff. That's next on the X Rocks.
Spanning the globe in search of news.
Important stuff.
Launch newsfeed.
On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Christmas right around the corner, Big J, and we're
Ho,
down to
ho, ho.
crunch time for picking up some presents, buying somebody for that special someone on your list, and I'll be damned if we're not going to go into debt doing it. You understand? At this point in the holiday season,
Yeah.
Americans have no choice. They know they got to buy some presents, and so 70% of people that still have Christmas shopping to do, they're going to throw it on their credit card. And that means they're going to carry their holiday shopping into 2026 on their credit card balances. A survey of 20,000 holiday celebrants found that 35% are planning on hopefully paying off all their credit cards by the time the new year hits, but probably not going to happen. 70% of them say, yeah, at some point the credit card is going to get broken out because I don't have enough money in my bank, or I'm trying to kind of at least spread this out a little bit more than I have the ability to do if it goes right out of my bank account. And so they expect that to carry their holiday debt at least into June of next year. 47% say every time they do this, they hate it because they're always shocked by the interest costs that happen on their car. Because listen, if you throw it on your credit card and you don't make any payments, or you're the minimum payment, and you spread it out until June, I mean, that's what you're talking about, at least
Couple $100
12%. Yeah, every single month of built up interest, and it sneaks up on you for sure. So if you are going to do that, make sure you're preparing for that and you're financially responsible and you understand all the fun that goes along with it, because listen, man, credit card debt isn't great. Nobody has the plans of going deeper and deeper into it, but sometimes if you wait things to the last minute or you have no choice, this is the route that you take, and that's why Christmas puts us all in debt, Big J.
Yep.
Merry Christmas indeed. So why we like giving away stuff for free? Isn't that nice? You know, to worry about Offspring tickets as part of your purchases.
Pretty nice.
You just listen to the X and we make it happen for you. So
Boom.
try to keep that credit card in your wallet if you can. It's not great, but we understand sometimes there's not a lot of choices to be made. Big J, last week the ticket prices were announced for the upcoming World Cup. It did not go well. Those prices were very, very expensive. Fans were not happy. As a matter of fact, it basically really, really shocked FIFA to how little people bought tickets to the upcoming World Cup here in the United States of America, because the prices were so exorbitant. They went online and they complained about it. So in response, FIFA has stepped up and announced that they are going to do 2026 World Cup pricing tiers. Now, plenty of tickets will still be available to prices ranging from $180 to $700. A limited number of tickets to all matches will be available for a price of $60. Obviously, they're the worst seats in the stadium, and there's not a lot of them. Not much of a give back from FIFA, but it is something to hopefully let more people in that can't, afford a $500 ticket to the World Cup game, but wants to see when it happens. This is the problem with all major sporting events, Big J. We priced ourselves out of it for the true fan. It's become more and more of an issue, and I don't see us going backwards in that particular route, because they're still doing fine. There's plenty of corporations that'll buy up those tickets, but it does suck when you can't see your favorite team because you don't have $600 to go see a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that is the reality of sports in 2025. It's how people want to do it. Big J, it's almost like the TV networks are going, what movies do Big J like, and how can we turn them into 8-episode dramas? We announced that they're going to make a Point Break series using that model. And now MGM Plus, another streaming service, has said they're going to make a brand new 8-episode drama series basically revolving around the classic The Magnificent Seven, Big J. That's going to come from Tim Kring. You remember him maybe from the creator of Heroes. Remember that TV show?
Yeah.
The production will begin on June 2026. It'll be set in the 1880s, the American frontier, of course. And it will follow 7 mercenaries hired to defend a Quaker village that, of course, is attacked by a land baron's gunman, and that's never good. And so these 7 people step up to save the day. I know you love the original movie. I can't remember your take on the remake that was a couple years ago.
It was okay.
Yeah. It was okay. There's some really good performances in them, and someone was like, all right.
I was expecting the action and stuff to be a lot better with Antoine Fuqua doing it.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
disappointed by that.
Me too. But they're going to make a TV series at it. I highly doubt you're going to sign up for a new subscription service just to watch it, but making you aware that MGM Plus is going to try to make The Magnificent Seven into a TV show. Real missed opportunity here. They probably should have made it a 7-episode drama series, right?
It would make sense.
Instead of 8.
Magnificent 7 episodes.
That would have been the way to go. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your important stuff. We're going to go to hell. It's next on the X.
We're incredibly up. Oh man, we're going to hell. The Morning After with Nick and Big J on 100.3 The X rocks.
Lakewood, California is where we're going for today's We're Going to Hell story, Big J.
Interesting.
I am sure in your many travels in this life, you have heard of porch pirates, yes?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Explain to the listeners who maybe aren't familiar what they are.
The people who come up and steal your Amazon or any other delivered packages sitting on your porch.
You sons of bitches. Don't you do that. Over 250,000 packages will be taken during the holiday season, Big J. That's a lot.
Oh, that is a lot.
Which is a great reminder if you don't already have a doorbell camera to get one. Just because you never know when somebody could swipe your stuff, and that's just not cool, man.
It isn't cool.
Please don't do that.
Not cool.
Now, that's certainly something that we've had a little bit more familiarity with over the years. We understand that people have been doing it, although it's crooked and terrible and awful. But, Big J, this is a story that's a first that I've heard. A woman and her children, Big J, are very, very distraught because they were looking at some videos because it's been a couple of days, Big J, since they've seen their little teeny tiny cat, Piper.
Oh,
which
no,
is
Piper.
a Siamese mixed cat who lives indoors and outdoors at their Lakewood, California home. It is microchipped, but wasn't wearing the collar at the time, and it hadn't been home in a couple of days. And so the mother decided, now here's a good time that maybe I start reviewing some doorbell camera footage to see if I can see Piper's location. And so she starts looking at when the camera senses motion, right? It starts to kind of click on, and she goes through a couple of things. And a couple of days ago, she noticed that an Amazon driver dropped off a package at her house. Took a picture of that package, and then there comes Piper, just kind of popping around the corner, looking all curious and stuff. And the FedEx driver pets the cat. And so she's like, wow, there it is. There's Piper's last, known footage. And then she notices that instead of the FedEx driver, instead of the Amazon driver getting in his vehicle and going away, grabs Piper by the nape of the neck, by the scruff, and then quickly walks off towards the car. And she's like, oh my God, I'm watching my cat get kidnapped right now by a dude that dropped off an Amazon Prime package for me. And so she immediately calls the company, and customer service, Big J, is a little tough to get through and talk to somebody. And usually when they do, it's not local because this is somebody that was hired for the holiday season, not a true, like an Amazon Flex employee. You know what I mean? Like driving their own car, dropping off packages, not doing it in the name of an Amazon truck. So it's very difficult to get somebody on the phone. Takes her 36 hours before somebody locally there calls her back. And then she explains the footage to them and talks all this stuff. Meanwhile, the cat's gone. You know what I mean? She contacts police as well. Police are looking into it, but there's no real clear footage of the vehicle that he was driving. Just They very much clearly see him do this. So finally, they pick him up. They're figuring out who it is. They notice that he's not a full-time Amazon employee. But then, Big J, the story gets even weirder.
Weirder?
Yeah. He's not talking. He's not saying a word. Like, literally.
He's invoked.
Will not say a word. So we have the guy in custody.
Hey, man, he's got the right to remain silent.
We have video footage of him taking the cat, but he has not said anything about where the cat is. So obviously the family and the kids still very upset. They feel pretty helpless because they watched, the video of the cat getting taken, and they just want to know if Piper's okay or not, but they don't know where he is.
Hey, here's some advice for him. Stop letting your cat outside. You don't want your cats to disappear? Don't let them outside. Make them indoor cats. Because I'm going to tell you what, they're going to disappear. You're going to get hit by cars. You're going to get killed by other animals. creepers out there. People want to catnap your cat.
It's a good lesson to learn. It sounds like you learned the hard way.
I can't even imagine. I mean, I would be sick with worry constantly.
They're distraught. Yes. Yeah. Because Piper still has not been located. So now they're asking anybody in the area if they've seen Piper's whereabouts. There's pictures all over the place, and they want people to contact them through their Facebook page. So the cat is still out there or has been truly catnapped, and Lord knows where that cat is
but
now.
But also doesn't have a collar. So is it really catnapping? I mean, it's the cat out there.
What do you mean?
Here's the thing. How do you know it belongs to somebody? Does it have a collar?
Well, they have a collar for it. It is microchipped, so they know it's around there.
You said that they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't have the collar on, so they don't have information for the owner. Around.
Right.
But Yeah,
the chip. The chip part is the one key in there.
Right. It's still rocking and rolling. So they're going to figure out, hopefully, where this cat is. But until then, I guess keep your head on a swivel for catnappers and for porch pirates. You never know what they're going to grab.
One and the same sometimes.
Yeah, no, sure. Sometimes they're dropping off packages, and they take your cat. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your We're Going to Hell story. It is the X Rocks. Rage Against the Machine, Guerrilla Radio here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. I think I speak for both of us, Big J, when we say if you're listening to this, even if you're not, we wish you a very Merry Christmas. But most importantly, Big J, we want you and your family to stay safe through the holidays. Agree or disagree?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Want to make sure everything is great and everybody is healthy and awesome for this holiday season. But it makes good talking fodder when we can tell you what the most dangerous state of the United States of America is around Christmas time, doesn't it?
Around Christmas time?
Yeah. It's like the most dangerous state to celebrate Christmas is the study that they had put together.
According to all the movies, it's New York
nope,
City.
It's not.
Oh.
Because they analyzed all 50 states. The study examined fatal injuries, alcohol incidents, car accidents, arrests, emergency searches, house fires, snow probability, sickness, all of these particular elements to kind of put together a list of the most dangerous places to spend Christmas. The place you want to avoid like the plague, Big J? Vermont. The most dangerous
That's
state
the place you want to go
in America for Christmas time. An 8.55 out of 10 danger score, according to nurses' analysis of this particular knowledge. Basically, Vermont's high ranking stems from a crazy amount of structure fires around Christmas. There's a lot of them. As a matter of fact, they lead the nation in structure fires. Accidental fatal injuries per 100,000 people annually is also very high. And there is a 98.6 chance of snow on Christmas Day. That leads to a lot of accidents in and around Christmas time in Vermont as well. And so that is why it leads the nation. Wisconsin comes in second as the most dangerous state in the union. Oregon ranks third, despite producing some of the most Christmas trees nationally. It's a problem. So what states are safe, Big J? Mississippi, number one.
Oh.
Benefiting from only a 0.2% snow probability and 0 fatal Christmas Day crashes in over 3 years there.
Wow.
So that's nice.
Good run,
Utah
man.
is the second safest.
I don't believe that.
That is because residents consume the least amount of alcohol, and so there's the least amount of alcohol-related accidents.
You don't need to have alcohol to die on the roads in Salt Lake.
But they have the least amount of fatal accidents around Christmas, and so that is the nation's lowest rate.
I think they're lying.
But, Big J, where does Idaho rank, Big J? Do you feel like we're on the safer side or the more dangerous side?
Probably safer.
Wrong.
Oh.
We are number 10 in most dangerous, according to this particular survey, coming with a danger score of 7.9. Now, we're doing okay in a lot of places, but let me tell you the two surprising things that catapult us up into this particular danger score because we lead the nation in two particular categories. Number one, most increase in accidents in the month of December. Idaho accidents are up 27% this month compared to any other month for accidents in the state. And that's not fatal accidents. That's just fender benders and accidents. So whether we're in a hurry or something happens to us in the month of December, we dramatically increase the amount of accidents that we face this month more than any other month in the year.
Could be because there's a car on the side of the road and everybody's like, we better slow down.
Don't know.
Let's cause delays in traffic. I only say that because I'm currently in the middle of doing traffic.
But it certainly is something that we need to pay attention to that leads the nation. So that's a problem. Here's the other thing we lead the nation in around Christmas time: food poisoning cases. Isn't that crazy?
Why?
I don't know. Maybe we don't
What's-
know how to cook here in Idaho, but we lead the nation in Christmas time food poisoning enough that requires hospitalization. Because these are the ones that are reported. If you're feeling sick and you're in bed, obviously you're not going to call anybody, and that doesn't count as a statistic. But we get enough people sick during the holidays from food poisoning, they have to go to the hospital. That is a problem. We have to cook better, y'all.
That's crazy.
I don't know if it's cross-contamination or what, but it's not great.
Is it home poisoning though? That would be a great distinction.
Is it home poisoning?
That you poisoned yourself at home, or you ate somewhere out and got
Listen,
poisoned.
it doesn't specify where you got it from, only that you had to go to the hospital because you had food poisoning. So, I mean, there's not a ton of restaurants open on Christmas proper, so I'm guessing it's probably some sort of undercooked or poorly cooked food at a family member's house that you went.
I wonder, why not at Thanksgiving?
I don't. Well,
Like,
this is
what-
just a Christmas time survey, so maybe it's bad at Thanksgiving
I wonder,
too.
cook that ham,
But
people.
yeah, don't undercook that pork, bro. Or that chicken. Don't do it. You'll get sick.
Making chicken for
Somebody's
Christmas.
got to. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, eat beef.
So yeah,
Only get E. coli that way.
those are the things that we lead the country in at Christmas time that significantly raise our danger score. So it makes us one of the more dangerous states at Christmas time. So let me reiterate what we opened up this particular break with, and that is, hey, be safe out there this holiday season, huh?
Please.
Drive a little bit carefuler. Make sure you got hands at 10 and 2, head on a swivel, and maybe put that pork in there for a couple extra minutes, just to make sure you're not getting anybody sick and you're driving carefully this holiday season, please. Morning After with Nick and Big J. Important stuff next on the X Rocks.
Newsfeed.
On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Can I ask you a personal preference, Big J?
Oh, sure.
Let's talk about when it comes to gift receiving, right? Not giving, but getting a gift.
Okay.
Do you prefer micro gifting or do you prefer one gift? Meaning, do you like a bunch of little things that kind of add up, or do you give me the one expensive, costly item? That's what I'm looking for.
I mean, it depends on what I need. Usually I'm asking for presents for stuff I need.
Okay.
So if it's something expensive, then it would be one. But if it's not, then I would take micro.
What usually do you ask for? Give me some examples of things you asked for this year, friend.
I haven't asked for anything.
Oh, well, then it makes it really hard to buy for, buddy.
Yeah. We have there's nothing under our tree. That's what I'm saying. The trip has taken out all of the fun of Christmas.
The trip you didn't even go on.
Yeah.
Big J.
Trust me. I'm aware. I didn't go on that trip.
Well, we have
So
reached...
this year is a wash.
Very upset about it. This year, people enjoy little things, like tiny gifts throughout that have more to more to love as opposed to one gigantic thing that may change their life. And that happens as we get older. As you get older, your tastes change as well. And so maybe you're a little bit more difficult to buy for. If it's a really expensive thing, you don't really expect somebody else to do that for you because you're a grown-ass person, If you have something that you need that's a little bit pricey, odds are you need to take care of that yourself, right?
Yeah.
You could put it on your list, but, you're the one who should be buying a motorcycle battery. It's your motorcycle, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, sure.
And so having
that money went to a trip.
somebody else to do that for you is a pretty high expectation. So micro-gifting seems to be something that people embrace more as they start to grow up and start taking care of themselves a little bit. The younger you get, the more expensive stuff that you want, of course, and you expect it from your parents or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm expensive.
And so
I have expensive taste.
Yes, you do.
So.
You like brand names, all these. So, I don't know if you can expect a hot chocolate set or some scented candles or some cozy socks, but maybe, just maybe, that's how people will attack a Big J Christmas.
My favorite gift, though, in the last couple of years from my sister, Sidri, she got me this canvas portrait of a Scotsman, in the whole kilt and everything. And it's like a painting, but it's got my face on it.
Yeah, you showed it to everybody last year.
And it's freaking hilarious. I know, but I'm like, I wish it was... She got me the small one. She didn't know how I'd like it. I'm like, I wish I had a giant one. Like I had a mansion, and I would put that up. Be obnoxious like that.
Listen.
But that wasn't expensive. So
good.
I love it.
Then maybe you'll get a big one this year, and it'll be a different type of canvas. Who knows? If you've been good, we'll see. Big J, there wasn't a lot of champagne popping, but it's all over. The New York Knicks are your NBA Cup champions. They defeated the San Antonio Spurs last night in a come-from-behind win, 124-113, and so they have won the NBA Cup. What I love about it is Mike Brown, who is the head coach of the Knicks. I don't know to tell you that. But he has been a very outspoken proponent about how dumb the NBA Cup has been the last couple of years, right? He doesn't like it. He thinks it's stupid. But guess what happened last night?
What happened?
He turned around pretty quick. He's like, you know what? I kind of see how people like this NBA Cup. Now that we won this thing, I
sure.
really do see the value in the camaraderie of giving the players something to go for in the middle of the season. And so Knick fans are all excited. That's fine. Before everybody gets too up arms, I like to remind you, this is the third NBA Cup. Last year, the Milwaukee Bucks won. The year before that, in the inaugural run, the LA Lakers won. Neither of those teams came close to sniffing a championship. So the Knicks don't have a lot of history to build upon where it turns into success in the actual postseason. But we'll see if they can turn it around. Obviously, the fans are hoping that they can for the NBA playoffs, that is. Big J, did you happen to see the new trailer for Disclosure Day?
No.
The new Steven Spielberg movie?
No, I mean, I saw it was, I did not have time to check it out yet.
You should. It looks really, really good. It stars Emily Blunt. It stars Josh O'Connor. It stars Coleman Domingo. All of them look like they're in their bag. Steven Spielberg going back to the alien thing. There's a lot of questions that are asked in the trailer, not a lot of answers. It should be enough to get people excited about it. This will officially play before the Avatar movie that hits theaters this weekend. But of course, everything.
It's coming out this weekend?
Avatar, yeah. But June 12th is when the movie comes out, so you'll be able to see that in theaters and enjoy it. But yeah.
Oh, you mean the trailer?
What?
I thought you meant the movie.
No, yes, the trailer is in front of the Avatar movie, which comes out in theaters this weekend. So you'll be able to see the trailer in theaters, but it leaked on the internet before it got into the movie theaters, I guess. Or they released it onto the internet. I don't want to call it a leak. But it does look good. If you get a chance, check out the trailer for Disclosure Day. I bet you Big J gives you the heebie-jeebie. Morning After with Nick and Big J. We got your Pop Culture Smackdown. That's next on the X-Rocks.
Pop Culture Smackdown. On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Yeah, man, and it's time for an Offspring Christmas, baby. They're going to be here January 19th out at the Ford Idaho Center Arena with Bad Religion. We're going to get you tickets here. You just need to beat me Pop Culture Smackdown, and this could make your Christmas even better, I think.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
208-287-1003 if you'd like to take on Big J in this battle of pop culture knowledge. Of course, you have to hope for a question that you get right and pray to the pop culture gods that Big J stumbles on his way to his answer, and then you will claim this prize. Big J, I wish you best of luck.
Hey, thanks, man.
And I wish whoever we get on the horn the best of luck as well. Are you ready, Big J?
I'm ready.
Then to the phones we shall go. Hello, the X.
Hello,
Hi, who's this?
this is Jim.
All right, Jim, you're up first. Jim, what kind of dog is Ren on Ren and Stimpy?
Chihuahua.
That is correct. Little tiny Chihuahua. Big J, in the TV show The Simpsons, you ever heard of it?
The Simpsons. Yes.
We know that Homer Simpson's business was called Mr. Plow. What was the name of Barney's snow plowing competitive business to Homer Simpson?
Oh, what a great question.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's see, what was Homer's?
Mr. Plow. That name again is Mr. Plow.
Mr. Plow. I'm going to go with Plow King.
That is right.
Right.
Well done, Big J. Hey, Jim, speaking of The Simpsons, what is Homer Simpson's beer of choice?
Go.
Duff.
Right.
That is correct. Big J, who played Barney Stinson on the TV show How I Met Your Mother?
But I'm going to go with Neil Patrick Harris.
Right.
That is correct. Jim, back to you. What actor won the inaugural Razzie Redeemer Award from going from a gigantic flop called Geely to huge hits like Argo and Gone Girl? He starred in all three of those movies.
Ben Affleck.
That is correct.
We got us a battle.
Big J, what was the first name of Frasier's father on the sitcom Frasier?
Oh. Man, I knew this one, so I'm going to say Jack.
Wrong.
Jack
Sorry,
Crane.
it's not Jack. Jim, you have become victorious. You win Offspring tickets. Do you happen to know the answer?
I honestly don't know.
It's Martin, Big J. Martin.
Martin Crane.
Martin Crane. Martin, Good job there. Hang on one second. We will hook you up, Jim, with those Offspring tickets. Well played. Good job by you too, Big J.
Thanks, man.
There's your Pop Culture Smackdown. We'll do a run of headlines. They're next on the X Rocks.
After with Nick and Big J.
Headlines are as follows, Big J. Time for change.
Yeah.
Quick stop and totally unexpected plot twist.
Totally unexpected plot twist.
Police in Delaware, Big J, say an auto theft investigation took an odd turn when they say received a phone call from the actual suspect. Officers responded to the report of a stolen Hyundai Sonata. Owner said he left the car running unattended and then somebody just straight up took off with it. Following day, police received a call from 21-year-old Keani Baxter, who told them he stole the car and then it had been towed. The reason he was calling was because he left something inside the vehicle and it was imperative that he got it back.
Nice.
So cops arranged to meet up with Baxter. They placed him under arrest. The car was covered from a local towing company. And I do not know if the thief ever got his important object back. But let this be a lesson to all of you. Don't leave anything important in your car, whether you've stolen it or you have it.
Or your homework.
Don't leave your homework in your car, bro.
Yeah, Lebowski will find you.
That's right. This is what happens when you... Time for change or quick stop.
Time for change.
Attorney Amanda Reynolds is doing something, Big J, I'd like to get your opinion on.
Okay.
She has an 8-year-old golden retriever named Finnegan Mary Reynolds, right?
Finnegan.
And she has filed a lawsuit in the Eastern District of New York. She's seeking to classify pets as legal dependents for tax purposes.
Love it.
Now, Reynolds argues that Finnegan relies entirely on her for food, shelter, medical care, training, transportation, no independent income, lives exclusively with her, and costs over $5,000 a year. That is the standard definition by any legal document of a dependent. And she wishes that they could offset some of the costs of having a pet to tax purposes. And so that's why it's not a frivolous or meritless lawsuit. She is seriously doing this, and she wants to take this to court. She contends that excluding pets creates unfair taxpayer burden since the IRS allows some service animals tax advantages, but not all. But they're not spending any more money than the people that don't need them for service needs. And claiming that dependents can provide tax credits and deductions, including child care tax credits, earned income tax credits. So why not a pet tax credit, Big J? How say you?
I mean, I would love it, but I think it would be abused so badly, and there's no way to regulate. You just say you have a pet.
Well, like
because
anything
at least
else,
when you have a child,
sure,
right? Social Security, all of that stuff. I mean, there's a dependent there for real.
Yeah.
Generally, that also gets committed by fraud quite a bit. But I mean, I think this would be a free-for-all for a lot of people.
Well,
I don't think it would work overall. I think it's a good idea. I think it, by the legal term, like you said, it makes sense. I mean, we do spend a lot on our pets, and they provide for us something that is tangible. But yeah, I don't see this taking off.
Well, I don't think it would be treated like a child tax credit. Like, it's not a significant increase or decrease in taxed income. I think you could see like a $1,500 deduction, and that wouldn't be like a total game changer for anybody.
Right.
But it would be something that would help offset some pet expenses that, of course, happen. But, who knows? Even if this does happen, it would be only in New York, so you'd have to see somebody else kind of take this up. That's right. You better watch out. Wrap it up with quick stop. Big J, 15 passengers suffered some injuries when a San Francisco cable car suddenly stopped on Monday afternoon. That's no San Francisco treat.
Ouch.
The fire department reported passengers were tossed around inside the cable car during the incident. 12 people required hospital transport, 2 suffering minor visual trauma, and 10 experiencing bumps and bruises. 3 passengers declined medical transport, but emergency crews had to use 9 ambulances to take victims to the hospital. Apparently, they were on their way uphill, and then it genuinely just stopped dead on the tracks. And of course, things that are in motion stay in motion. You go when that happens. Everybody just flew in the air and started screaming.
The word you're looking for is inertia.
That's right.
By the way, there's no seatbelts or you're just holding on to something.
It's public transportation, man. Every man for themselves.
I mean, you're on that thing, you milk it for every chance you get.
The municipal railway still doesn't know why the cable car stopped when it did, so they're investigating the cause. But obviously, this is not great. So I guess, what do? You can't expect that's going to happen. So
it doesn't sound like it happens very often.
No, and it's not. It doesn't sound like it'd be great if it did. So just be extra careful. That's all we're trying to say. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your headlines. You're officially up to date on everything. It's the X Rocks. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Under the Bridge on the morning after with Nick and Big J. Big J, let's talk about a lot of people's preferred method of communication, the good old-fashioned voice note.
Yeah, I mean, I rarely do the voice note thing. How about you?
So
how often do you use it?
I don't. Here's the thing. Personally, I don't use it that much, but there are a couple people in my life that only communicate that way. They will send and they will receive, and then I'm like, I'll do it. Or if I'm like super busy and it's a lot easier than texting, I'll fire off a voice note. But it is fairly rare. But unless I'm talking to two certain people in my life that love voice notes and love that form of communication, that's what I'll do. But also the bummer, I don't know if it's like this on your phone. My phone has a time limit as to how long you'll let a voice note go.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes I like to ramble and it cuts me off and I get very frustrated.
Here's the thing. You're not using WhatsApp.
That's very true. I'm
that
not.
technology is really taking off. They're doing a lot of things here, but some new research is being shared, and they found that more than half, 52% of people polled feel voice notes are replacing real-life interactions, and rising to 60% amongst Gen Z. Nearly half of them, meanwhile, admit to spending entire evenings sending voice notes to a friend instead of meeting in person, and that's not great. For that. Global data and business intelligence platform Statista highlighted 9.4 billion WhatsApp voice notes are now sent every day. So that's a lot.
Yeah, I'm not on WhatsApp at all. Are you?
I picked it up. Every now and then. Like, it's good for international travel.
Sure.
Encrypted, it's free, as opposed to
when you
that
meet strangers,
sort of thing.
you hook them up with your WhatsApp.
No, you don't do that. That was the wife's suggestion when she left me behind and went to Spain and Portugal. But so here's the thing. Heineken wants to take advantage of this, Nick. And they have created a bot that's devised to help out. In part, it is new tech pilot that has been launched in Brazil, set to roll out globally, allows WhatsApp users who receive voice notes lasting 3 minutes or more to be able to exchange them for a free beer, along with a recommendation of local bars to stop by and visit.
I'm confused. What does that mean?
It means there are bots out there that you can use and interact with on WhatsApp.
And if somebody has a message over 3 minutes and 45 seconds, what happens?
That bot will, in exchange, you send that voice message to them, I guess.
Doesn't matter what it is.
A free beer
At
and
the
a
local
recommendation
bar.
that they're sending you to. Yes. This is all brought to you by Heineken.
Okay, what's it supposed to do? What's the goal, I guess? To have people meet more in bars as opposed to talk?
Yes, to get hammered together instead of at home by yourself and then voice noting everything.
All right, I guess. I mean, if it's that much of an epidemic, sure.
Listen,
I suppose.
Basically, what we learned here this morning is the beer industry is in trouble, and they're going to throw everything at the board to make it happen.
If it's not Waymo, it's voice messaging, and they're going to try to get your ass to a bar and order a drink or two. For God's sake, can't we think about the large beer conglomerates, for crying out loud?
Yeah.
And so if that's what it takes, and listen, maybe, I don't know. You don't drink beer. Have you ever enjoyed Heineken? Is that something that you'd like?
Just the one time when it was like featured in a James Bond movie.
Yeah. I've never been much of a fan. But hey, to each their own. If that's the kind of stuff you like, is this only good over in international places, or it's only good on WhatsApp?
In Brazil right now, but it'll soon come. And basically here it is. To redeem the offer, WhatsApp users over 18, so again, it's in another country, 21 here, forward a voice note that they've received, which is longer than 3 minutes, to a private encrypted bot. The user will then receive a message saying, could have been a Heineken, alongside a voucher for free beer and a recommendation of local bars.
Okay, so you're forwarding a message you have received. So then you're sharing your business with whatever bot this is, because who knows what's on that voice message. So it's not one that you recorded, it's one that you got.
Yes.
Got it. Understood.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's silly, but hey, listen, congratulations, Heineken. You did. And maybe it'll make a difference in Brazil. But we will see, and maybe it'll make its way over here to the States, and people will be drinking Heineken like crazy.
Free beer is free beer.
Yeah, one free beer is one free beer. You're right. Morning After with Nick and Big J coming up in a few minutes. Your bad impressions. That's next on the X Rock.
Impressions.
So far, I'm not impressed.
On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
We got a fantastic prize package here for you, Morning After style. We're going to hook you up with a family 4-pack to the Winter Garden Aglow at the Idaho Botanical Gardens. Get out there and check out the beautiful lights. It's wonderful. Make sure you go in the evening, though. I mean, that would make the most sense. And then we're going to hook you up with some Arena Cross. AMA Arena Cross coming back to the Ford Idaho Center Arena. It's all going down on Saturday here on the 20th. So we'll get you fixed up with some tickets to all this. You just have to figure out bad impressions in this very famous person.
208-287-1003. Bad impressions goes like this. Big J will give you 3 clues. That's what you need in order to put the pieces together to figure out who he's trying to impersonate. If you could do so in 3 clues or less, all of those prizes that Big J just mentioned become your prizes. Good luck. Hello, the X.
Hello.
Good morning.
And go.
Hello. Hello.
And you're not there.
All right, well, let me try it. Hello, the X.
Calling about bad impression.
Wonderful, man. What's your name?
Chris Rivera.
All right, Chris. Good luck.
My SYFL league has helped create NFL superstars like CJ Stroud.
Next.
You know, my favorite gift during the holidays is the tree. You dig? Smoke.
Next one, please.
You know, Christmas Eve, I'll be puffing and sipping on that gin and juice.
Mr. Snoop Dogg himself.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
Good job, Nick. Hang on
Snoop
1 second.
Dogg.
Chris, I'm sorry. We'll hook you up with those tickets
no.
to go check out the fun AMA as well as the go check out Winter Garden Glow with your family. Big J, why is Snoop D-O-double-G in the news?
Listen, coming up here next week, Nick, we've got a couple of NFL football games in the middle of the week again. This for the Christmas games. Now, Minnesota Vikings, Detroit Lions game. It's going to be on Netflix, and they've got a special halftime planned, and Snoop Dogg and guests are going to be performing. So he'll be out there partying it up at halftime. I imagine we're going to see the repeat of the Super Bowl halftime from a couple years ago, which was great.
I don't think we'll get that many surprised yet.
But either way, it's going to be all over. And now it's like, you know, when we start throwing the halftime celebrations in for these games, I mean, look, they're looking to get huge numbers from these. It's every one of these now is turning into a major event like the Super Bowl used to be. The Super Bowl used to garner way back in the day, 80, 90, 100 million. Now we're going way past that. Mm-hmm. But some of these games are getting so close to those old Super Bowl numbers. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So they're throwing everything they got at it.
Might as well. They want to keep, I mean, listen, a lot, sometimes they're the highlight of the game. Like, I'm more interested in Snoop Dogg than I am this Lions-Vikings matchup. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's what
Two
they're
of your mortal enemies.
also banking up. But also, one team has something to play for, the other one doesn't. It doesn't matter. And so, it gives you something to look forward to if those teams aren't in your wheelhouse. Do you get to watch the sporting events on your Netflix subscription?
I hope so.
It'll be a hard way to find out.
I am not going to bend to the knee. I'm going to tell you right now.
Well, you're already giving them your money.
No.
Morning after.
I'm going
with
to cancel.
Nick
I'm canceling.
and Big J. There's your bad impressions. We wrap up the show here next on the X Rocks.
As temperature.
Latest from Bad Omens, Dying to Love, wrapping up the morning after with Nick and Big J. Big J gave a big thumbs up to Caught Stealing, the new Austin Butler movie. It's available for you to stream on Netflix if you pay for a commercial-free subscription. If you don't, as Big J found out the hard way, and you pay for Netflix with commercials, it will not allow you access to that movie, which is crazy to me. I mean, I don't remember anything about that Netflix with commercials thing saying it is limited programming that you have available.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go and look. They obviously changed something.
Yeah.
Because this is new in the last couple weeks.
And it's the second movie that it's hit you with, so
Yeah.
it's like, can you and there's no, kind of notification, so I have no idea which ones are good and which ones are bad for you. So Netflix is now banned from streaming Dumbass. I hope you're happy.
Yeah, Netflix, you owe most of your success to us. We've been doing streaming Dumbass for a very long time. When it was DV Dumbass, it was mostly because of Netflix. So, yeah.
It's true.
Thanks for crapping all over us.
Yeah, I mean,
Dumb.
I mean, I guess you could pay for the regular Netflix subscription would be the way to go.
Well, that would be just, giving them what they want.
Yeah, I suppose. But, of course, it does leave you with the floor, Big J.
Today, very special birthday, Nick. One of our good friends and pals, I think, going back years, Maria Brink.
Happy
in this moment.
birthday, Maria Brink. Several-time guest of the morning after. She makes a yearly stop at the Revolution Center at this point in October. At some point, she was just here with her crew, always puts on a great show. How old is Maria Brink, or should we not say young lady?
She's a lady. We don't say that.
All right. Happy 30th birthday to Maria Brink.
Yeah.
And may many more come and follow in the future. Morning after with Nick and Big J. That'll wrap it up for us. Jason Drew's up next. We'll see y'all tomorrow. It's the X Rocks.